Genesis 4. In the days following their expulsion from the Garden of Eden, Adam and Eve experienced the joys and challenges of parenthood. Eve conceived and gave birth to their firstborn, a son named Cain. Filled with gratitude, Eve acknowledged the divine assistance she had received in bringing forth a child. Subsequently, she gave birth to another son named Abel. As the boys grew, their paths diverged. Abel became a keeper of flocks, tending to their well-being, while Cain dedicated himself to working the land, cultivating the soil for sustenance. In time, they both felt a desire to offer sacrifices to the Lord. Cain presented an offering of the fruits harvested from his labors, while Abel brought the finest portions from his flock as an offering. God looked favorably upon Abel's offering, but did not extend the same favor to Cain's offering. This unequal response stirred anger and disappointment within Cain, causing his countenance to fall. Seeing Cain's distress, the Lord spoke to him, questioning the reasons behind his anger and dejected demeanor. God encouraged Cain to make amends by doing what was right, assuring him that acceptance would follow. However, a warning accompanied this counsel, cautioning Cain about the lurking presence of sin. It was as if sin crouched at his door, desiring to overpower him, but Cain was urged to conquer it. Instead of heeding the divine counsel, Cain invited his brother Abel to join him in the field. Tragically, within those quiet surroundings, Cain attacked his own brother, ruthlessly taking his life. God, fully aware of the heinous act committed, sought out Cain and confronted him, demanding to know Abel's whereabouts. In a callous response, Cain feigned ignorance, callously replying, "Am I my brother's keeper?" God's omniscience pierced through the lies. He solemnly declared that Abel's blood cried out from the very ground upon which it had been spilled. As a consequence of this vile act, Cain was cursed and banished from the fertile soil he had worked. The ground would no longer yield its bounty to him, and he would wander aimlessly as a restless nomad. Overwhelmed by the weight of his punishment, Cain lamented to the Lord, expressing the unbearable burden he would bear. He feared for his safety, believing that anyone who encountered him would seek his life as retribution for his crime. But God, in his mercy, placed a protective mark upon Cain, ensuring that no harm would befall him. With this divine safeguard, Cain departed from the presence of the Lord, settling in the land of Nod, situated east of Eden. As time passed, Cain built a city and became a progenitor of various lineages. His descendants included Enoch, who bore Arad, the ancestor of Mehujael, and so forth. Lamech, a descendant of Cain, took two wives named Adah and Zillah, and their union gave rise to children with diverse talents and skills. Jabal, their son, excelled in animal husbandry and tent-making, while Jubal became renowned for his expertise in playing musical instruments. Tubal-Cain, their other son, displayed remarkable craftsmanship in forging tools from bronze and iron. Additionally, Tubal-Cain had a sister named Naamah. Lamech, boasting of his own act of vengeance, addressed his wives, proclaiming his retribution upon a man who had injured him. In a chilling declaration, Lamech asserted that if Cain's avenging would be sevenfold, his own vengeance would be 77-fold. Meanwhile, Adam and Eve experienced the blessing of another son. They named him Seth, recognizing him as a replacement for Abel, whom Cain had cruelly taken from them. Seth later had a son named Enosh. In this era, people began to call upon the name of the Lord, seeking his presence and guidance. Genesis 5. Let me take you on a journey through the generations, from the time of Adam to the days of Noah. In the beginning, when God created humankind, he crafted them in his own image, both male and female. God blessed them and bestowed upon them the name mankind, signifying their unity and shared existence. Adam, the first man, lived for a remarkable 930 years before passing away. During his long life, he witnessed the birth of his son Seth, who resembled him in both appearance and character. Seth, in turn, lived for 912 years, witnessing the growth of his own family and the passing of generations. Enosh, Seth's son, became a father at the age of 90 and lived for 905 years. Each successive generation experienced the cycle of life, bringing forth children and continuing the legacy of their ancestors. Kenan, Mahalalel, Jared, and Enoch followed, with lifespans reaching hundreds of years. Enoch, an exceptional individual, was known for his faithful walk with God. He walked in close communion with the divine for 300 years, and then, unlike others, he did not experience death. God, in his divine wisdom, took Enoch from this earthly realm, sparing him from the fate that befell others. Methuselah, the son of Enoch, lived the longest recorded lifespan of 969 years. His presence spanned nearly a millennium, witnessing the ebb and flow of generations. Following Methuselah, Lamech emerged, and he, too, had a significant lifespan of 777 years. Lamech found solace and hope in the birth of his son Noah, who he believed would bring comfort and relief from the toil caused by the cursed ground. Noah, the chosen vessel of divine providence, became a father at the age of 500, raising 3 sons named Shem, Ham, and Japheth. These sons would play pivotal roles in the narrative that would unfold in the days to come. The lineage from Adam to Noah stands as a testament to the endurance of humanity, the passing of knowledge and traditions from one generation to the next, and the unfolding of God's plan in the lives of his people. Genesis 6. As humanity multiplied upon the earth, the sons of God noticed the beauty of human daughters and chose to take them as wives. However, God saw that the wickedness of humanity was growing, with every thought and inclination of their hearts consumed by evil. It grieved the Lord deeply, and he decided that his patience with mortals would not last forever. He declared that their lifespan would be limited to 120 years. In those days, the Nephilim, the offspring of the sons of God and human women, roamed the earth. These mighty figures from ancient times were renowned heroes. But the Lord observed the extent of human wickedness and became troubled in his heart. He made the decision to bring judgment upon the entire human race, along with the animals, birds, and creatures of the earth, for he regretted creating them. Yet, amidst this impending catastrophe, Noah found favor in the eyes of God. Noah, a righteous and blameless man among his contemporaries, walked faithfully with God. He had 3 sons, Shem, Ham, and Japheth. However, the earth had become corrupt and filled with violence, leading God to determine its destruction. He spoke to Noah, revealing his intention to bring an end to all living beings due to the rampant violence and corruption. God instructed Noah to build an ark out of cypress wood, providing specific dimensions and guidelines for its construction. Noah was to construct a massive vessel, 300 cubits long, 50 cubits wide, and 30 cubits high. It was to have multiple decks and a roof, leaving an opening around its perimeter. The ark would serve as a refuge from the impending floodwaters that God planned to unleash upon the earth. Noah, along with his family, was to enter the ark along with a pair of every living creature, both male and female, ensuring their preservation. God promised Noah that he would establish a covenant with him, safeguarding him and his family within the ark. As instructed, Noah diligently followed God's commands, faithfully carrying out the construction of the ark and preparing for the catastrophic event that was to come. Genesis 7. Then the Lord spoke to Noah, affirming his righteousness in the midst of a corrupt generation. God instructed Noah to enter the ark along with his entire family, as he had found favor in him. The command was accompanied by specific instructions regarding the animals. Noah was to bring 7 pairs of every clean animal, a male and its mate, and 1 pair of every unclean animal, also a male and its mate. Additionally, Noah was to gather 7 pairs of every kind of bird, both male and female, ensuring the preservation of various species on the earth. The Lord revealed that in 7 days he would send rain upon the earth for 40 days and nights, resulting in the elimination of every living creature he had created. Noah faithfully obeyed all the instructions given to him by God. At the age of 600, Noah witnessed the arrival of the floodwaters. He, along with his wife, his sons Shem, Ham, and Japheth, and their wives, entered the ark, seeking refuge from the impending deluge. Following God's commands, pairs of clean and unclean animals, birds, and all other creatures came to Noah and entered the ark as instructed. After the 7-day period, the floodwaters engulfed the earth as the rain poured relentlessly for 40 days and nights. It was on the 17th day of the 2nd month, in the 600th year of Noah's life, that the catastrophic event unfolded. The great deep burst forth, and the floodgates of the heavens opened, releasing torrential rainfall upon the earth. Noah and his family, together with the animals, found shelter within the ark. They had meticulously gathered every kind of creature, from wild animals to livestock, crawling creatures to birds, ensuring their survival. The animals that entered the ark were male and female, fulfilling the divine instruction. Then the Lord closed the door of the ark, securing their safety inside. For 40 days, the floodwaters continued to surge upon the earth, gradually lifting the ark above the ground. The waters swelled and rose greatly, covering even the highest mountains under the heavens. The flood engulfed the earth, reaching a depth of more than 15 cubits. Tragically, every living being on the land perished: birds, livestock, wild animals, swarming creatures, and humanity itself. Everything that possessed the breath of life was extinguished, except for Noah and those who were with him inside the ark. The waters persisted, flooding the earth for 150 days, leaving a desolate world in its wake.